Hey guys, this is a quick video how to play my new board game, Jungle Command. It's a Vietnam war game, 2 players, but it also does have a solo variant. Just kind of concentrating right now on this board real quick, or this tracker sheet. As you can see here, so there's 5 turns in a game, and each turn has 5 rounds in it. So the first thing that you're going to do when you start a turn is you are going to roll for weather. And there's 3 outcomes for weather. You can either have clear, rain, or monsoon weather. So we're going to roll dice, and the result was a 1. So if it's a 1 to 3, that means the weather is clear. If it was a 4 or a 5, that means there's rain, and then a 6 is monsoon. And the weather affects a couple things in the game. So just kind of going back over here to this tracker, let me zoom in real quick. So with clear weather, the NBA player, they start the game with 5 command points. And in clear weather, they're going to gain an additional 3. Now, if it was rain, they'd only get 2 additional command points, and then monsoon weather, they'd only get 1 additional point. Another thing that is affected by weather on this sheet is helicopter fuel. So throughout the game, you'll have the American player use Huey helicopters to fly their infantry into different fire bases. And in clear weather, it only costs 1 fuel to do so. But if it's rain, it's going to cost 2 fuel. And then in monsoon weather, they can't fly at all. Now that we've determined weather, we are going to just kind of go through what both sides are able to do in a turn. So the first thing that happens, the NBA player, they get to decide where they're going to move units, if they want to move any units at all. So right now they have 8 command points to use, and all their units start here at the Vietnam base, and they can decide on several different places to move. So one thing to keep in mind, going back to this board, if you look here at the supply routes, the supply route right now is at 5. So what that means is that when an NVA, when they move their infantry units, they can have a maximum of 5 units at a fire base. And the Americans will always have a maximum allowed infantry of 4 at a fire base. So just kind of come up with a quick game plan. I'm actually going to do 2 things. I'm going to spend all of my command points as the NBA player. I'm going to move 5 infantry down here to Firebase 6, and then I'm going to move 3 more over here to Firebase number 5. So again, we've moved 5 units here to Firebase 6, and over at Firebase 5, we've moved 3 units. Now those infantry units, we could have gone anywhere on the board. You can't attack the American base, and same thing, the Americans can't attack the Vietnam base. But as far as the fire bases go, they could have gone anywhere on the board. So now everything has been moved on the NVA side. The Americans get to react on their movement. What the Americans are going to do, because there's 5 here, we're going to send 2 Hueys along with 2 infantry to Firebase 6. And then I'm going to send 1 Huey along with 1 infantry over to Firebase 5. Hueys can only carry 1 infantry to a fire base when it moves. So we have 1, 2, 3 Hueys that are moving over here. Because it's clear weather, we'll drop the helicopter fuel down to down by 3. So 1, 2, 3. So they're at 7 now. And so what's going to happen is, so these Hueys are coming in to drop off their infantry. These NBA units are going to fire up at the Hueys. And so what they're going to do is each of them is going to roll 1 dice. So we have 5 dice here, and they're going to roll, and they have to get a 5 or a 6 in order, oh, I'm sorry, a 6 in order to hit the helicopter. So as you can see right here, there's a 6. So that means one of the Hueys has been hit. Hueys have 2 hit points. So this is full health, or no damage, I should say. And this is it marked as having 1 damage. So it's going to come in, they're going to drop in both of their infantry. And then as they're flying out, those 2 Hueys are going to get a chance to now fire at the NBA. So what they're going to do is they're going to roll 2 dice, and they need a 6 in order to kill one of the NBA units. We have 2 2s there, so they missed. These are going to fly back to the American base. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. There's 3 Vietnam infantry that's firing up at the Huey. So we're going to roll 3 dice, and we're looking for a 6. There's no hits here. We're going to drop off the infantry, and now this Huey's flying away, and it's going to roll to see if it shoots one of the NBA units. It doesn't. So now it's going to fly back to the American base. So we have 2 battles here. We have this battle, which is 3 American infantry versus 5 NVA infantry. Then over here we have 2 American infantry units versus 3 NVA. So the way that battle works, the NVA is going to fire first, and they have 5 dice, or they have 5 infantry units, and each of those infantry units gets to roll 1 dice. And they hit on a 5 or a 6. All right, so looking at this result, we got 1 5. American infantry, they each have 2 hits. So we're going to flip this one over to its damage side. Now the American units, they get a chance to retaliate. So they're going to roll 3 dice. They hit on a 5 or a 6, and they didn't hit any of the NBA units. So all of these units survived. Now we're going to do this battle up here. There's 3 NBA infantry. They're going to roll. They didn't get a 5 or a 6, so the Americans did not get hit. Now the 2 Americans are going to retaliate, and they actually rolled 2 6s. Now the NBA units, they only have 1 hit point. So in this battle here, 2 of these NBA units were destroyed. And that is the basics of a turn with Jungle Command. That was a full turn. What's now going to happen is we would then re-roll for weather. There's a 2 that's clear. The NVA would gain 3 points. And then they would get a chance to move. Americans would counter move. And then there would be an additional, there would be more attacks. And you would keep doing that over and over for 5 rounds. Once the 5th round is done, you would lower the game turn by 1. At the beginning of each game turn, the helicopter fuel would go back up to 10. And you would just keep playing until the end of the 5th turn. The Americans have 20 victory points. The NVA, they're trying to get this down to 0. The way that they do that is by the first thing, they can take over a Firebase. If they take over a Firebase, that drops the victory points down by 1. If they kill an American unit, that also drops the victory points down by 1. And then the final way that they can earn a victory point is if they shoot down a Huey helicopter. So at the end of 5 turns, If there's any victory points that the Americans still have, they win the game. If this is at 0 at any point during the 5 turns, then the NVA wins. And that is an example of how to play the Vietnam War game Jungle Command. Again, it is a 2-player game, but also has a solo variant. Thank you for watching.